Let's double check. Sorry, me mucking it up, because it's my first time back, that's why, after last week. Are we? Yeah, mic's on, cool. He's mining again. No, not mining. Oh, miming again. Oh, I thought you said mining. Hi, we've got Richard, we've got Peter, we've got George, we've got Tom, got Lex. Yeah, so hi there everyone anyway. So you didn't really see what I was saying, I'm just reading a little bit of a chat. So if you've got any questions, whack them in the chat. I know Peter said, why did you miss last week's episode? I think, where is it now? Why did you miss last week's show? Just because I was having a break. I was just literally like, I was in the middle of explaining then why I basically wasn't around last week. I'm going to try and get a bit better position. I'm not quite, I just don't like it. I'm not quite in the frame there. Let me move this down a bit. So, it's because I'm back and forth. Like, I don't know whether to sit down like this and be casual or sit forward or what, but I might just sit casual like this. Anyway, because I'm sat down today, I'm not stood up. Normally I would stand up because I like standing up, as I've explained before, because of my anxiety. I don't like being trapped when I sit down and feeling trapped, but I'm trying to, like, really counter my anxiety today and sit down. So if I'm a bit on edge, you'll know why. It's because I'm sat down. But anyway, so basically, yeah, what I was explaining is that I was having a break from YouTube, but I wasn't having a break from eBay. Basically, the time I was having a break from YouTube was a week before I started having my time off from eBay. So this is going to be confusing because basically I stopped doing videos like 2 weeks ago on last Thursday Talks, and I had a break for about one week, 2 days off YouTube, and then I made the video of me saying I'm back to YouTube. However, I wasn't back to eBay. The video I made where I was saying I'm back was just meaning I'm back to YouTube. But that was actually the start of my time off for eBay. I started my time off on eBay Thursday, Friday, and I did that video on Saturday. So I'm still kind of in, what I was explaining a second ago when the sound was off, was I'm still kind of in that time off with eBay. So I'm still in the time off I'm taking with eBay, but I back to YouTube kind of thing. But yeah, so I've learnt a lot from like this time off. You would not believe how much I've learnt. Like, it's crazy. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some questions from the chat. I'll just do a quick, I'm not going to do like an hour episode today. As I say, I'm still taking a little bit of a break. So, I don't want to like really do loads of YouTube, because to me, YouTube is fun, but at the same time it is work as well. It's relating to my reselling. So if I kind of do like loads of YouTube at the same time, I mean, you might realise as well, I've not really done many videos this week. I've spread them apart a little bit more. That's because I'm still trying to try and keep it a little bit more relaxed. But anyway, I'll take some questions from the chat, and we'll just see where it takes us anyway. So, question, where do you see yourself in 10 years' time? Can be living situation, work. I do not know where, but one thing this time off has taught me is live in the present. Be mindful about the present. Don't be thinking like, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years down the line. I used to be thinking like, and I know it sounds weird because I've literally had a week off and now I'm some sort of like mindfulness god or philosophical god or anything, and that's not the case. I just mean when I've had this time off, it's really deepened my knowledge and made me realise that actually my personal goals and my well-being are just as important as my work. So I'm thinking, with that in mind, I've been looking at all these Instagram posts recently and all these Facebook posts of people going, oh, I've got X number of parcels out, I've done X number of sales. And you know what? It's just made me realise, having this time off, I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be caught in that rat race of, oh, well, I need to better myself and better myself and better myself and get better than this other person and get better than that other person. I mean, maybe that wording is slightly off there because I do want to better myself, but what I do mean more is actually competing with other people. I'm kind of the person who used to always want to compete with other people, want to, like, push myself to get better than the other person. What I've now realised is actually I just want to get to a place in my reselling and in my life where I can pay my bills, and I don't have to be like pushing myself to that next level. Like, I keep having to think like, you know, I need to get to that next level, you know. Oh, thank you very much, Lex Oliver, for the super chat. I do not drink. Basically, I'm not going to go into why I don't drink, because that's a different issue. It's nothing to do with me, but it's a different issue, and as I say, I don't want to go into that. But I don't actually drink, but maybe I will in the future. I have got a bottle of champagne in the cupboard. My mum got me for my 21st, I think, or 22nd. 22nd, I think, birthday, and that just sits in there. I'm not gonna. I keep thinking to myself, should I drink it now? And like, I don't know, because I'm like, it's a moral dilemma for me, because if I drink it, then I'm thinking to myself, well, in one respect, I've failed, not because. I can't really elaborate anymore without saying the issue, and it's not really my issue to talk about. So, but basically, I've got a champagne in there, and I might drink it at some point, but I might save it till like I'm really old, and then when I'm really old, it doesn't matter if I've drank it or not, because I've not got much time left to, you know, do anything wild, like go wild with alcohol or anything. Explain in clear detail, David, what I want. What would I what? Would I what? Oh, right, would I what? Shelster, oh, here we go. Question, Shelster, would you think she is hinting? Why? What she said? What are people saying in the chat, for God's sake? I'm missing chat already. I miss the living room background. I could do the living room background at some point. Thomas says, hey ads, I'm near Northwich. Can we go charity shop hunting together one day? We certainly can, Thomas. Thomas, did I go to school with you? Am I right in thinking that? Because there was someone I went to school with called Hewitt. The last name Hewitt, and I'm pretty sure it was you. Was it you? I'm not sure. But sure, yeah, we can go charity. I'm just going to open the channel up here. Let's see. See if I can see your profile picture better. Maybe it's not even you, the profile picture. Well, if that's your profile, if that's actually your picture, I don't think that's the same person I'm thinking of. But yeah, no, sure we can. If you just whatever, just hit me up on Facebook or something. Start all over again, ads. I know. I have when me sound's off, it takes me right off, because I think, oh, I've just done a really good intro then, and I can't, you know, I don't, you know, I have to start it all over again, and I have to think what I've said. I'm asking ads, would he? No, for God's sake, David, you're terrible. Shells a. Well, I'm not gonna read that. Why should I read that? Why do you have to be so naughty, Lex? What is all that about? Adrian's in the chat. Hi there. No, I'm not sorry. I went to Bishop Harbour. Heber? No, you're not them. I thought maybe you would. It's just because I swear I know someone called Thomas Hewitt. Or is it Thomas Hewitt? One sec. Let me go on Facebook. I need to check this, because it's going to annoy me. One sec. Just talk among yourselves in the chat. I really, it'll bug me, and I'll forget to do this after the stream. So, right. I'll just quickly off-topic ads. Last man on Earth scenario. Last man on Earth scenario. If you were the last man, would you live to survive, or would you just end it all thinking, what's the point? Well, over the last week or so, I'm gonna reveal this because it's a bit, because I think I should. I've been on a bit of a spiritual journey, and I know that sounds like really weird, or well, actually, it sounds quite. To be honest, it sounds quite fitting for me. I don't know whether you'll agree, but I've been on a bit of a spiritual journey, and I've been through quite a lot of ups and downs, kind of brought on by my anxiety, because I always, I've worked from the moment I started really getting bad with my anxiety, and my work through eBay and Amazon have driven me and got me out of anxiety. So that's why I've never really had any time off, because I was scared that if I didn't work, my anxiety would come back in a big way. Now, it's not come back in a big way. I feel like over the last week my anxiety has got, I can feel it a little bit more, definitely, at the moment. But aside from that, I feel like I've gone through a spiritual journey that's more of a positive thing, because I've addressed my fear of not working. I've addressed my fear of of actually stopping what I do. Basically, like, letting go. So I couldn't let go of my business. I felt like I needed to keep going with my business. And I've kind of let go of that. And I've removed that fear. And because of that, I feel like I'm in a better place. But also, at the same time, I don't feel like I'm in a better place, because my anxiety's got... it's just there more. So it's odd, but it's odd that you should mention that, because it's something that I've been debating quite a lot recently. Not necessarily the last man on Earth scenario, but just very philosophical questions I've been debating over the last week, and really wrapping my head around who I am, and what my purpose in life is for. And all these different things have been running through my mind, and while I've been off work, because I've been able to occupy my mind with other things, and it's been very weird. It's been an up and down journey, and it feels like it's been a little bit of a spiritual journey. I can quite comfortably say, and you guys will know this as well, that when I did Thursday Talks 2 weeks ago, I was in a place where I needed to have some time off. I needed to have rest. I needed to have... I just needed a break, and I needed to find something. I was looking for something, I was searching for something. And the funny thing was, after a bit of time off, I've had another counselling session as well. After doing some more personal research and philosophising myself, I've come to the point, actually, the thing I need most of all is myself. The thing I need most of all is nothing that wasn't already there. So all the things I need are right in front of me now. It's just I'm sort of starting to see them in a different perspective. But to actually answer your question, I don't know. I don't know. If I was the last man on Earth, would you live to survive, or would you end it all? I don't think I would ever like to end it all. I really don't think that. Like, I think that life is, like, the way I look at life now compared to a few weeks ago, I was getting more, a few weeks ago I was getting more of maybe a depressive mindset, and I was less positive. But now I feel like life is such a great thing. And I don't say that like, to be very... those people who are like mega positive, and they've got like they've almost had Botox in the mouth and they smile constantly. I'm not meaning it in kind of that like over-exaggerated sort of euphoric way. I'm just meaning that there's a lot of positive to life. Even if you are that last surviving man on Earth, there's always going to be some level of hope. There's always going to be something that happens. Maybe not in the form of the continuation of the species, but what you've got to look at is not just continuation of the species, but actually for your own personal satisfaction. And I'm pretty sure that even if you were the last man on Earth or last woman on Earth, you could be satisfied with the life you led if there was maybe other animals there, or if there was a bountiful food source or something like that. So I really do think that life is, I just look at life in a different way. And it's something that is kind of, I don't know, just, I'm slowly coming to the realisation of I'm not like trying to force it, I'm just being. It's very, very funny. It's just like everything, the burden has been lifted off my shoulders. I'm not saying to myself like, look, you have to, like a year ago, I would say to myself, look, you have to do this, and you have to do this, and you have to, prime example, you have to hit 10,000 turnover in December, right? I didn't do it, and I was annoyed at that personally, but the bigger thing that annoyed me was what everyone else would think. Now, I just think, I'm just going to do what I can do for myself. That does not mean to say I'm not going to put effort in, but I'm going to do what I can do for myself, and I'm going to broadcast it on my YouTube. If it's bad, it's bad. If it's good, it's good. And that's it, I have faith in myself to do the things that I'm going to do, and do them to a fairly decent standard. My YouTube, my reselling, my journey on YouTube, that all documents that. and I'm not going to be pressured by other people anymore. I feel like that's another part of the realization that I've come to over the last few weeks. And I think that this spiritual journey has extended maybe 2 or 3 months, but I've just been slowly leading into it until I actually had this time off where I could maybe analyze it a little bit more and then come to a realization that actually I don't have to analyze it at all. The analyzation of it is just something of nothing, really. You don't actually need to do that. David, go to your room. Why do you always start the filth shell? What is this in this chat? Seriously. Question. You are a terribly driven young man. Do you think you are too hard on yourself and should give yourself time to personally grow? Yes, funnily enough, that is literally what I was just talking about, wasn't it? So, great minds think alike. Yeah, I think I've got a long way to go, and even if I don't have a long way to go, then that's fine. But I don't think I've got a long... When I say I've got a long way to go, I don't mean I've got a long way to go in terms of me, getting to me. I understand now that I hold all the keys. It's just, you know, I hold all the experiences, all the knowledge, all the keys that I need to do the things I'm going to do in life, and now it's just about getting on and doing them. It's not necessarily about me thinking... oh, I'm not enough, or, oh, what will people think of this? I'm just like, I'm literally in my mindset now that the world is, and I know this is William Shakespeare or something, but like the world is a stage and everyone on it are just actors, you know? It's like, I'm just gonna play life. I'm literally just gonna play life, you know? I'm just gonna play it for me, you know? I'm gonna go around the world, not necessarily literally, but figuratively. I'm gonna go around the world and I'm gonna experience life, and I'm gonna and I know that sounds weird because figuratively going around the world and experiencing life, but I mean I'm gonna embrace the world as it is. I'm gonna embrace all of life, and I'm just gonna enjoy it and be along for the ride kind of thing, rather than holding myself to this mega standard of you have to do all these different things. Why can't we in life as people just be happy with what we've got and just enjoy the ride? Not because there isn't any end fit, there isn't any end goal really. If you think about it, we're just the people we are. We're going to evolve and we're going to change throughout our life, and we're going to do different experiences. But one version of yourself isn't better than the other version. And that was a place I was in. I was in the place of thinking, I need to be 40, because when I'm 40, I'm going to be awesome. That's not the case, you know. My 40-year-old self isn't better than my 22-year-old self. My 22-year-old self isn't better than my 15-year-old self. My 15-year-old self isn't better than my 57-year-old self, or whatever. It's just like, you're you, and you change throughout your life. There's different elements to you throughout your life, and that's what's going to happen, and that's how I'm going to be from now on. And I know it sounds maybe a bit odd, maybe it's hard for people to comprehend. He's got the key, he's got the secret. Well, it's funny because I thought to myself, like, the secret really is nothing. You're literally, like, I keep thinking to myself about this secret, like, what's this secret? But then I keep thinking to myself, well, actually, if you think about it, the secret is nothing. There is no secret. The secret is you. Is your ability to do things, is your mental attitude in the world, your drive, your passion, your ability to let go. And that is your ability to fail. All those different things are that's the secret. That is the secret. It's not like positivity, it's not negativity, it's everything itself, all encapsulated within a world or a universe. That's what I feel now. And I know it sounds... I don't know whether everyone will get it. I don't know whether everyone will understand it. But that doesn't matter. You know, I understand where I want to go. I understand what I'm trying to say. And you guys may follow your own journeys and maybe come to your own realizations that are different than mine. And again, I'm completely accepting of that. Everyone comes to their own realizations about life, own realizations about themselves, and that's a beautiful place to be when we're all in those different realizations. I think my OH would like a more compliant version of me. I've yet to find her though. Well, you don't have to be compliant. You just do what you want to do. You know, I mean, as long as you're like, for me personally, if you're in a relationship or whatever, you just, I mean, I don't have any experience of this really, but like, you just do, you know, you just like do what you can do for each other, and you've got to try and be accepting of the other person when they're feeling down, and they've got to be accepting about you when you're feeling down, and vice versa. When you're feeling positive, they're accepting of you, and they capitalise on that by doing things with you and sharing experiences, and that's about that. But you know, I mean, I could ramble for. I was saying actually to quite a few people that maybe my true purpose in life isn't necessarily eBay or Amazon or you know, anything like that. I'll always do it. I feel like I'll always do eBay and Amazon, but maybe my true passion in life is something like philosophy, like, you know, just talking about life and about the different things and about the day-to-day. And maybe that's something I need to do. Maybe I need to set up a second channel or something where I can sort of, you know, I don't like the word preach, because that isn't really, you know, if I were a qualified philosopher or anything, that isn't the word I would use. You know, it's not about preaching, but it's just, I suppose, sharing the pieces of knowledge that I've picked up over my journey. But I don't know. I mean, I could always set something up on this channel. I don't know. Remember, the power of positivity is in all of you. It very much is. Ads, what's your type of woman? My type of woman, it's very, very specific, actually. Short hair. You know, like, I love it. You know those cigarette holders? And then you put the cigarette in the end? I absolutely love it when girls have them. And then, like, red rouge lipstick, like, with the cigarette. Is it a cigarette holder? Yeah, I think it is, isn't it? Where they smoke it from the cigarette holder. Very, like, 1920s, 1930s, I think. I like girls in, like tighter pants. I don't know why. I like that. But, yeah, my kind of, my kind of girl is like this weird concoction of like random porn stars and like, I don't know, it's weird. It's like a really weird, anyway, but, I suppose it's like the ultimate girl next door, let's say. That's probably a good way to describe it. We got Steve in the chat. Hi there, Steve. Nice to have you in. Ads, it's not the 1920s. No, it isn't, but someone can still dress like that. Fashions have changed, obviously, but yeah, but you know what it's like? It's like a bedroom fantasy more than anything. Oh, I've already read that. Let me just check. We'll be doing a video on my Sylvanian family charity shop haul maybe tomorrow. Oh, that's good, Adrian. I don't think I've checked out your latest video, so I'll have to do that. Just to say, all who watch my vids, I have a vlog coming from Chessington World of Adventures on Sat, and that I will be filming on Friday, so that's the next vid. Awesome. I've got another vid on Friday. Oh, tomorrow. Is it Friday tomorrow? Oh, I might change that to Saturday then. I don't want to... No, I'll keep it for Friday, right? Yeah, I've already said it's Friday, so I'll keep it tomorrow. I was just thinking I might want to space them out a bit, but it's alright. So, yeah, I've got another vid coming tomorrow. It's a good one. It's pretty, well, I mean, well, it depends. It's a bit boring, but it's really, like, informative. And that's the angle that I suppose I've chosen to come back with on YouTube. Most of the videos over the past, you know, since Saturday, well, the 2 videos that I've done, have been very informative and helpful to people. At least in my opinion, I feel like they're videos that I really want to do, I'm passionate about, and that are going to help a lot of new resellers, and maybe even sort of resellers who've been around a bit as well. But I have got another video coming out about eBay banned items, like eBay restricted items and stuff. So I think that'll be really helpful to people. As I say, it might be a bit boring to, like, you know, people, resellers who've been around a bit. But I really want to focus on, you know, if there are any new resellers or resellers who have maybe been doing this 6 months to a year, I really do want to help them on my channel as well. I want to bring a bit more focus to that, as well as trying to cater to my older audience, because I don't just want, obviously I don't just want all videos on my channel that are, you know, beginner tutorials, because obviously I know there's a lot of people who've been watching me for 2 or 3 years, or well, basically since I started, and obviously, if I can even speak, are old hands at this, so I don't really want to put them off. But as I say, I do want to really focus on helping people on the channel from now on, and just doing videos that I feel will bring a lot of value. Right then, Z, to be honest, Z's here. Hi Z. Z, to be honest, fatherhood is pretty rubbish at the moment. Oh yeah, David, yeah, crying. Something else, baby, with no sleep. Not sure what the hype is all about. No, well, I mean, I don't have kids. We all know that. But I always think, like, the thing that puts me off having kids is, like, the baby stage. I mean, I'd love to have the baby stage, but, like, there's positives to the baby stage, but then there's negatives as well. Lexel, do you have a 1920s ad Robinson could make? No, no, we won't. I won't need that. Anyway, no, it probably wasn't. Was it even around in the 1920s? Like, I know it will be on photographs and stuff. I remember they used to do those photographs in like the 1890s, you know, early 1900s, where they would do like a woman showing like a tiny little bit of ankle and stuff. That oh yeah, they're great, aren't they? But it's amazing how drastically it's changed, hasn't it? Like how much more revealing women are, and even men, especially in terms of the porn industry. It's like so in your face now compared to 100 years ago. It's like, you know, and people forget that it's actually that, you know, that not knowing that is very alluring, that really really gets you going, kind of thing. You know, it's actually not knowing that really wants, you know, it really actually makes you think, oh, you know, I'm attracted to that person. You know, the moment you see a naked human, let's not beat around the bush here. You know, most humans aren't perfect. You know, they're not like, I mean, I'm certainly not perfect. My body could, you know, there's many people who would say my body is, you know, completely not perfect. However, I have a lot of self-confidence. I mean, if I could, I would honestly just go naked on this channel. Like, we're easy. I would do that. But, you know, there's monetization and all the rest of it. But what I'm trying to say is that when you're dressed up, when you're in clothes and you're in fancy clothes and, you know, you maybe put, you know, women might put something down the bra to pad it out a little bit, or men might put something on the shoulders, you know, make shoulder pads or whatever, make them a bit more brawny. But then, brawny, is that the right word? I don't know. But then you take off your clothes and you're like, oh, right, the illusion is gone, you see. So it's all about illusions in life. It's like this, you know, this illusion of, obviously, what you think you will see and then what you will actually see. And that's where the disappointment comes, and that's where social media is becoming quite harmful and destructive, because people want to look the best they can be on there. And then if they ever get into a relationship, they get more and more self-conscious with the other person. They don't want them to see them without makeup and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, I could talk forever on social media. Yeah, so, where are we? Hey Ad, it's been a while since I caught you live. Oh, hi Jay and Callum. How's the holiday going? Is what? Sorry, holiday. I keep saying holiday. Whenever I've talked to you about it, I keep saying holiday. It's just a reflex. I mean, how is the travelling going? Sorry, the travelling. I have looked at a few of your posts. I know that Jay, was it Jay that got stung by a jellyfish? Is that right? Something like that. Hi Ad, I'm a new seller and had a ban as I had Ray-Ban. That will be because that's the Vero list. Now, actually, I didn't include the Vero list on that video, but I can always make a new video with the Vero list. I'm assuming that Ray-Ban that company must be on the Vero list, and therefore, basically, if you don't know, like, the Vero list is like just a list of brands that you can't sell on eBay, because I believe what happens is the retailers or the manufacturers or the brand owners or whatever contact eBay and say, we don't want these being sold on eBay second hand or whatever. I don't know, you might be able to sell them new. Oh, wait a sec, someone's at the door. Right, just give me 1 second. I'm just looking outside just to see who it is. Oh, bloody great, it's my granddad. It's my granddad. Right, I'm going to have to go, I think. I'm sorry, my granddad's here, so I might have to go. I don't want to miss him or anything. What can I do? What can I do? I'm just thinking. I've not got any. You know what I need? I need a an advert. You know, that I can put up while I'm away. Yeah, I don't know what I can do. I think I'll have to go. I think I might have to go. Right. I'll just quickly see who is. I don't want to go now though. It's annoying. Ads. Reckon there will be more. Anyway, yeah, I better go. Sorry. Right. So. I apologise, my granddad's here. I've got to go down. I've got to see him. Because I don't want him to leave or whatever. And I've not seen him. So, I will see you very soon, guys. There's a video coming out tomorrow. I really do apologise that it's been cut short. Circumstance. I apologise. And thank you very much for Lex for the super chat. It's not needed, but it is very much appreciated. And as I say, oh, don't forget to go down below to the Discord. Jump in the Discord. If you're on this chat now, Jimmy or Peter or Mel, Sparrow's End, or George Ross or anyone, jump in the Discord, because I'm going to go in there afterwards and we can all like extend Thursday talks out and just have a chat about reselling. So go down there. I had another person join the Discord a few days ago and I've been chatting with them a little bit. So yeah, join the Discord, link is down below, and I will see you very soon, guys. Don't forget, new video is out tomorrow.